Now, ActionSA is calling for an urgent investigation by IPID into what they describe as a reckless and potentially corrupt misuse of nearly 23 million rand in taxpayer funds by crime intelligence. Now, these funds, meant for covert operations, were allegedly spent on a luxury boutique hotel in Pretoria. ActionSA has slammed this as an egregious abuse of funds, particularly as crime intelligence struggles with resource constraints. Now, joining us this morning to discuss this issue further is ActionSA's Dereleen James. Dereleen, good morning. Welcome to eNCA. Good to have you with us this morning. Beyond the reports that we saw in newspapers about this specific allegation, what do you know as ActionSA?
I think for us, it's looking at the history of this department. I mean, last year we've had several cases of alleged fraud and corruption by members stealing from that Secret Services account. Also, you know, when I look at what is unfolding in our communities in particular, I feel that these intelligence-driven operations are often short-lived because of corruption and because of fraud. You'll find that, you know, monies get allocated for operations in our communities, and before the operation comes to an end, the money's gone. So when I read this the other day, I think it was on X, I thought, you know what, it is actually time to probe this and find out how do we spend, how do we justify spending, and also looking at the history of this department, how do we justify spending 23 million on a luxury hotel with a bar and a swimming pool when our police stations are gravely under-resourced, and when we lack at sort of clamping down drug syndicates, gangsterism. I'm almost sure that this money could have been better utilized. And it is with that we said, you know what, IPID needs to investigate because something's not right here.
Have you identified any specific individual or parties who you think as ActionSA, Dereleen, should be held accountable for this?
Definitely, I think generally I wouldn't want to say too much just as yet, you know, because obviously this matter needs to be investigated.